criticize me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish lose opportunity.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Aviators of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Willis going to look to throw first play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators are on the board here first in the season opener. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's drinking.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they do finally get it at the 12. 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Come on. Flag like you mean it.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Willis to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So look at someone who's very confident in his ability to fit that
to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Murphy. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
They go again with Pierce. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Check mash. Check mash.
On second down, here's Pierce. They find some open field here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Willis. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now they'll shift things around. With a quick throw completed by Willis. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Step it up.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 88 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, here's Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Willis to throw on 2nd. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Warriors 17, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Willis is going to throw once more. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Willis. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So they'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the set. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Check.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Willis.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, look at this play call. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Willis looks to pass it here. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play and knocked the ball free from them. But it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 8. Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. Here's Willis.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toe. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go, here we go. Reload, reload. Go.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Willis looking to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Aviators are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now here's another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Aviators have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There you go.
Now, you know the owner's got to be
Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
3rd and 1, Stroud.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Willis. And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
22 yards.
And the Aviators add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
there he goes, right side. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Check it.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's got Hamler on the out route.
And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike. And that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get home, boys. We got this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but